This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. A first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there, boy.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I couldn't wonder. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point. I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Panthers.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Play action. It's Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 6-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Darnold from the gun. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Carolina.
But one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant. Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Faking the give, Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw pulled in by Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 41, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. A good chance this is four-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again, Darnold. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He finds his man. Complete. It's Moore. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again is Darnold. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. A final shot before the break. Darnold, that's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Darnold. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
After the interception, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the gun, it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And a fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
On 1st down, Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Wilson. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. They'll find Everett there, complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Again, McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown. DJ Moore on the touchdown throw from Sam Darnold. And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the interception, here's Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Panthers 35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 84 yards. And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From just inside the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now it's Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
Touchdown! DJ Moore on the touchdown throw from Sam Darnold. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but
maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Vincent Mayowa, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Play action. It's Darnold. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawksons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
And you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wilson wants to throw it. Flushed out right.
That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Gerald Everett there to make the grab.
And the Seahawks tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Oh, Wilson going to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.